Well, it is that time of year again. Now, I know you guys see the title, and I know you guys are going to be like, no, don't quit 2K. No, I'm not quitting, okay? Well, I'm not quitting my channel, okay? And we're not quitting 2K, necessarily. But it is time that we say goodbye. We say goodbye to a game that, oh my lord. I mean, just taking a trip back from day one until now. I mean, just going through all the stuff in this game. Like, this game was a journey, okay? It was definitely a journey. Season 1, I mean, we obviously had the lovely level 40 pink diamond Stephen Curry as the reward. He was the man, the myth, the legend. You know, he was that guy. He was one of the best point guards, basically, through the first, 3 months of the game, if not the best point guard. Now, there was this pink diamond Dr. J. I did not go ahead and get him because at the time, I was no money spent, and it was going to be pretty expensive to get him. Bill Russell was the spotlight guy. I mean, you had Scottie Pippen as one of the level rewards. Same thing with Kyle Lowry, Horace Grant, and the rest of these guys. I mean, it was a long year. I'm not going to lie. It was a very long year. Much love to all you guys, though, that showed love throughout the entire year. This Scottie Pippen here, we actually ended up, there was a triple-double challenge for anybody that doesn't remember. There was a triple-double challenge that you had to do in Unlimited. You had to get a triple-double in Unlimited with Scottie Pippen. I actually ended up matching up with a sub. I do remember he let me go ahead and get it. I gave him the win. It's pretty nice. Season 2, I mean, we did see some new stuff. We got Blake Griffin as the level 40, J.R. Smith as that lock-in reward similar to what Dr. J was. Obviously, same thing again. We did not go ahead and get him. But we did see some pretty good budget cards that did come out of this season, such as the Luka Doncic that was used in Limited a few times. Duncan Robinson was my guy for a while in Limited. Jaren Jackson Jr. was really solid, as well as, well, that was basically it. Trae Young was a pain. I remember he had some unlimited moment, or he had an unlimited XP challenge where you had to get minutes done in, you actually had to get minutes in Unlimited with Trae Young, and that was really annoying. I'm not going to lie. It was really annoying to go ahead and get those minutes out the way. Shea was pretty cool. You had to get, I think it was, you had to get, 20 steals with him or something like that. And I do remember I was actually able to get 17 of them in one domination game, which is pretty cool. Rafer was part of the spotlights again, which is all fun and, all that sort of stuff. Season of Giving, man. Season of Giving was an interesting time. I mean, Wade was the level 40. Wilt Chamberlain, again, was the Season of Giving lock-in. But then Baron Davis, the one random card that I feel like a lot of people grinded for literally no reason. He came out at the exact same time as the 2,000 card collector thing for Damian Lillard. And they were literally the same card, which is kind of crazy. I mean, you had to get all these different cards from, some of them were locker codes, some of them were from Limited. I remember the two biggest pains was AI and Richard Jefferson because of how you had to get them. We were lucky enough to be able to get them, though, and lock in for Baron Davis, which literally proved to have no use at all. Season 4, I mean, Kawhi was a really good level 40. He was definitely one of my favorites to use. Sean Marion was the spotlight guy. Again, one of the more random cards that, I grinded for. I got him. I did his Evo. Nothing really led to it because at this point in the game, there was obviously a lot of good cards you can use already. Kemba was useless. Batum was cool. Batum and Robert Covington were actually two really solid cards. Same thing with Jabari and Trey Burke. Those guys were really good and useful in Limited, which is really nice. KLAY. This KLAY Thompson, man, I ended up locking in 1.4 million MT, I think at the time, for this KLAY, and I never used them. Yeah, 1.4 million MT and never once used this KLAY Thompson. So, yeah, it was pretty elite. I'm not going to lie. It was a pretty elite time. It literally proved to be completely pointless. I'm not going to lie. Season 5, the Age of Heroes set. These are obviously the coaches. First Dark Matter coaches ever to be in the game. LeBron, I remember, was the Evo guy that you would get from logging in. You get D-Rob. Buddy Hield is really nice. Joe Harris is really nice. And then by far the best budget limited card in this game that has come out in the entirety of 2K's lifespan. DAEQUAN Cook, man. Thanks for being that guy. It only says 3 games because a lot of people obviously do quit out of limited games and stuff like that. But he was he served the purpose, man. He was there for a long time. The Glitched Reality season. This is the season of RNG, man. What a time to be alive. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Playing so many games to try to get into the glitch market that I mean, it was so random that, I don't know. To be honest, it was just really annoying. I'm not going to lie. There was the Taco Fall. There was the whole thing with Tyronn Lue, where if you got Ty Lue, you would literally get this JR immediately, which is kind of insane. I'm not going to lie. But we did it. We grinded through because we did not get Tyronn Lue. You had to get, what? It was, what? I don't think, Bledsoe was the level guy. Yeah, so it was Oubre, Bruce Bowen, you had Nurkic, you had Andre Miller, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Once you got all 5 of those, you were able to unlock the Galaxy Opal Tony Kukoc card, which is pretty interesting as well. JR was the first Dark Matter level 40 as well, which is pretty cool. What was this? It was Ty Lue. Next season, I don't even remember what this Steve Nash was from. I'm not going to lie. I literally do not remember what he was from. I know Mikan was a locker code. I think I think they were from the collector stuff. I think that's how you got them. James Donaldson was a locker code. I do remember that. Rod Strickland was a random guy I think you could just play for or do whatever with. But yeah, Vince was the level 40. Kenny Walker, I think he was a locker code. I just never ended up punching it in. Trial of Champions. This is, I think, like, the first like full season for the most part, where there actually was something, part of something to do. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, at this point in the year, none of these guys really mattered. You had the Out of This World thing, where I think the Trial of Champions was where you got Lucas. That was the first Invincible free card that you could get out of this World season rewards. Again, only card out of this that I think made sense for anything was Luke Kennard, because again, he was a really solid budget guy. All right, everybody saying, I see you guys in the chat. I'm recording this video on Facebook, and I see everybody in the chat letting me know Nash was a part of the agenda. I got it. Then you had the Triple Threat Spotlight Sims that did end up leading to the Dark Matter Invincible Bill Russell card, which is a interesting journey. You had the Gauntlet Spotlight Sims that did provide you Dark Matters all over the place that did ultimately end up giving you the chance to get, or not the chance, but it gave you Dark Matter Taco Fall, which that was a whole nother interesting journey. I mean, and I know I was talking about Baron Davis before when I talked about how pointless that was, but I think something that takes the cake for being even more pointless than Baron Davis was these season rewind cards that did drop. They were all terrible. None of them were good, and I literally ended up grinding all of them because I had nothing better to do while I was streaming, and we got all of them, and I don't know why, but we did. We ended up getting all of them. You had these Spotlight Sims for John Wall as well, the very first Spotlight Sims, but these were not really anything all that good. But yeah, it was a very interesting year, to say the least. I mean, a lot of interesting stuff happened where, there was just a lot of, different events. Like, there was some cool events. One thing that I didn't even mention where I feel like definitely deserves some mention in this game is, where is he at? This man right here, Terry the Dentist. The amount of games that people ended up playing for this man that took so long. My man Splash literally ended up playing 2,300 games for this Terry for 250K. And just absolutely insane, man. There's a lot of different triple deck guys, though, that did come out through the year. We were able to get most of them. We were not able to get the Arsdale brothers or whatever. Buddy Hield, I don't even remember getting a card from him, so I mean, cool. Ron Harper never popped out anywhere. Spencer Haywood. Kermit was one of the ones that I did really want. He was a really good defensive card, but I was unfortunately unable to get him. You had some other limited guys, though. We got Baylor. We got Rashard Lewis. We got Pau Gasol. We got Westbrook. We got Jaylen Brown. Did not get Aaron Gordon or Ralph Sampson. Those are the only two I didn't get because the Hall of Fame badge just seemed more worth it for me at the time. The other guys I just got because at that point in the game, it didn't really matter anyway for the Hoff badges. But yeah, it was a very long and very interesting year, we'll say. Unlimited rewards, you guys can see, I literally got the first 2 seasons and then just stopped caring because, let's be honest, I don't feel like any of these guys were worth it in even the slightest bit. But, some people grinded for them, some people didn't, but yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, though, ultimately, this is a very long and interesting year. But this is where we are going to say our goodbyes, and we are going to call it a year. What a year for 2K21. My team, I know there's still some time till 2K22. I'm just enjoying my break, obviously, from YouTube and everything like that, but I wanted to just kind of clear that up. But again, I'm going to be coming back. Don't worry, 2K22, we are coming back hard. You guys already know we hit the grind in the beginning of the year with domination and everything, but this has been a long time coming. This feels good to finally delete this game and get it off of my console. Thank you guys for another amazing year. Goodbye, 2K21, you huge pain in my side, in my head, in my life. Goodbye.